I go and get planted and I got a nice stick. You know the stick wicket?
So the Guyanese Critic is coming to you for Daybreak News just at the Montrose area, just outside the Massey store. And the question is whether this is a freak accident, deliberate recklessness, or what exactly. Now, what is evident in the ground? One motor car is damaged, 2 motor cars are damaged, 3 motor cars damaged, 4 motor cars damaged. This is an accident that sees 3 cars and X-Trail, a SUV, being damaged. So let me give you an idea what really the understanding that I get of what transpired here. If you notice, these cars are heading in the eastern direction on the southern carriageway on the East Coast Highway. And what transpired is there was a lot of mud on the road on the northern carriageway of the East Coast New Highway, and firefighters was cleaning the road and attempted to divert traffic. That traffic was sent without notice and without much consideration into oncoming traffic. So you have a case whereas an individual that was coming from the eastern direction, that's Borby side, Success, Lozignan, right? Coming around this turn, drove into 2 vehicles that were heading straight ahead to him and one that was heading to Georgetown. So just in clearing up for you guys, firefighters were on the road, members of the Guyana Fire Service were on the road, and washing down a lot of mud that was already on the road here. It so happens there is a break in the medium on the road. If you know, there's a 2-part, there's a partition in the middle of the road on the East Coast New Highway, whereas, yeah brother, Raj, safe man. So as you know, there's a partition at the middle of the East Coast New Highway, and that doesn't allow for vehicles to go across. So there are certain areas that there's a crossing, and one of those areas is just in front of the Massey. They got the Massey store, the mini. There's the Massey sales, the Massey superstore here. A number of different entities they have in different buildings there. So it seems that as a result of the road, I don't know where the mud came from, but the mud is on the road, right? The whole area here is muddy, very dangerous for vehicles to drive here because this is a highway. The road is fairly smooth, and mud on the road creates dangers for drivers. So the fire service, in an attempt to create a safe environment for drivers, came and was washing the road. The drivers who are back that way and who were involved in a multi-vehicle accident claim that a firefighter directed them into oncoming traffic. And we will now go and look. So you have an understanding of where this began and what would have caused it. So we will now go and look at the destruction that was caused. So somebody was driving from this direction, from the eastern direction, heading west, and individuals who ended up in an accident claim that a firefighter, one of the members of the Guyana Fire Service, directed them to come over here, since the firefighters was already trying to wash and clean the road, as they're still doing presently. Yeah. So the Guyana police force have traffic ranks on the ground that are slowing down drivers to ensure what really transpired here just about an hour ago does not happen again. So what happened is vehicles were coming from that direction. 2 vehicles were directed to come this way to avoid the mud and the firefighters cleaning in that direction, right? So an individual coming from the eastern direction, driving obviously at a fast rate of speed, not taking into consideration or may not be even aware that vehicles were coming into oncoming traffic, hit this vehicle first, hit the second vehicle here, and this vehicle is PVV 2616 was hit. Then the vehicle come on to hit PVV 4056. All of these are front hits. Went on to hit PVV 8373, a Nissan X-Trail that was heading in the direction of Georgetown. And very, very unfortunate event. You can't lay blame to anybody right away. Hey, taking into consideration, when you're driving on a highway, you expect that you have the right of way, especially on a highway. This is the vehicle that was coming from the eastern direction, PTT 6929. And as you can see, the condition of the vehicle basically mangled. Fortunately, there has been no casualties, but a lot of damages that would see some people holding the pocket. But will you get hit? Somewhere down here you get hit? Yeah. Just about here. So the first car with in front, they get hit first. This car get hit second, and you get hit because obviously this individual is coming down the middle of the road, just mowing down everybody. Okay, he doesn't have a car, he might have had a lawnmower. So just for clarity, you heard this vehicle was coming from the direction of the East Coast, hit the first vehicle, hit the second vehicle, and in the process hit this vehicle that was heading Georgetown. Those 2 vehicles were on this the southern side of the highway heading into oncoming traffic as a result of being directed so by firefighters or a firefighter who was on the other side cleaning the road. So when you're coming down this road, you really expect to see somebody coming in directly to you. But I would want to think these cars had on lights and so on. So this driver got for explain, well, you know, you see nobody, and then you come right away around the turn, at what rate of speed you was coming at, and these kind of things. Fortunately in this case, no one is injured, not even any kind of scratches, fortunately. But it is an incident we have to look at and consider, and when you're on the road, remember, anything is possible. Take into consideration, you know, something might be happening on a road that you're not aware of, and do not assume that the road is there and clear for you. Follow the speed limit of the road, so in the event there's something that has changed on that roadway that will affect your ability to proceed, you will be able to stop before you get yourself into an accident because of the fact that you would have been following the speed limit. The Guyanese Critic coming to you from Montrose, where there's been a freak accident, maybe deliberately reckless or otherwise. Fortunately, there is no casualties, not even bruises. The Guyanese Critics, they break news.